Hey there, thanks for tuning in. This is the Tine Design YouTube channel. I'm Tammy, and today I'm creating a single page, single photo layout with a black background. This is what I call a playful layout. Playful is just one of the 4 types of layouts I like to share. For me, a playful layout is one where I don't have a lot of journaling or photos. I get to play with my supplies and just have fun with the process. Let me show you the supplies I'm using today. For the background, I'm using black cardstock from Basil. The gorgeous floral paper is Stop and Smell the Flowers from the Coffee Collection by Echo Park. And from that same collection, I have coffee cups, which is the green, and Coffee Run, the pink. The embellishment for this page are die-cut butterflies in 3 different styles that I designed myself. I'm going to set these aside as I've already cut the butterflies and back them with these tone-on-tone pattern papers. My butterfly cut files have both the outline pieces and the backing. I'm not a big fan of fussy cutting, so anytime I offer an outline file like this, you will get the background too. I cut a few extra outlines that I thought I would sprinkle in, but in the end, I didn't end up using them. I cut my outline with walnut cream cardstock from Basil, which is one of my very favorite neutral colors. I used the same cardstock for my title and cut it out with my Cameo 4. By the way, I'm offering my title as a free download. Check the description box below for a link to my website if you're interested. Lastly, I'll be adding some flat back pearls to the bodies of the butterflies, and I have some here from several manufacturers: Craft Consortium, Crafter Square, and Pink and Main. For this layout, I'm going for a half and half design. I'm cutting my pattern paper at 6 inches, so I'll have a 6 by 12 inch block. I love this floral paper. Do you have any patterns like this that you're too scared to cut because they're just so pretty? If so, this is the perfect design to show it off. My plan is to add the butterflies along the seam. I wasn't exactly sure where they would all land, so I'll fuss around with them for a bit. And then I realized that these die cuts were not going to completely cover the seam between the floral paper and the cardstock. I'll need to fix that. My title will fit perfectly under the photo. I dug into my ribbon stash and found a red velvet ribbon that coordinates with the photo. It's not exactly the same shade of red as in the pattern paper, but once I layer the butterflies on top, you're not going to see much of it anyway. I'm going to adhere my paper and the ribbon to my layout. So you'll notice that there isn't any journaling on this layout. I do include journaling on most of my pages, but I don't think that every layout needs it. This photo is part of a set of photos that I've already documented. This layout will go in that album with the other layouts that do include the context of what was going on with me, so I don't mind so much that this one doesn't have a story of its own. And actually, this layout was all about the butterflies. I chose them because they represent transformation, and that's exactly how I felt in the photo. So my title and my embellishments already communicate that message, and the journaling just wasn't necessary. Now I'm back to fussing around with my butterflies again. I do try to add in a few of the plain outlines, but I don't like how it looked, so I'll just stick with the ones backed with the pretty paper. Here you can see that not much of that ribbon is peeking through, but I like the subtle bit of texture it adds. I wanted to tilt several butterflies and alternate them in different directions so they aren't all straight up and down. I finally have these where I want them, so I'm going to glue them down with foam adhesive. Each butterfly is 2 separate pieces that I glued together along the middle. Now I can fold up the outlines to show some dimension. I'm going to go ahead and fluff up each one of them. I'm really excited about how this looks. The fluffed wings add a touch of movement, and the colors contrast so nicely against that black background. Moving on to my photo and the title. I didn't need a mat for my photo. The colors already pop off the background. I also didn't need to put my photo on foam tape because there's no layering around it. Everything will be connected to the center line where all the interest is. I know that not everyone likes to create layouts with a single photo. We all have more photos than we will ever scrapbook, and it can feel like a single page with one photo might be a waste of time and energy. But I have a different perspective. I think working on pages like this one that is meant to be playful and fun gives us an opportunity to play without pressure. I didn't have a big story to tell. It wasn't about a big event where I had 8 pictures that needed to fit. I just wanted to play with some butterflies, and I had a photo that worked. Sometimes I think we have to give ourselves permission to make pages like this that give us an opportunity to have fun. Scrapbooking should always be fun, of course, but we don't always have the real estate on a page to add repeating embellishments like this. I make my share of 2-page layouts. You will see them on my channel. I also like to tell longer stories, and you will see pages like that on my channel. But I also like to do things differently sometimes, and I hope this page inspires you to try that too. As a finishing touch, I'm going to add some flat back pearls to the body of each butterfly. I added green to the pink butterflies and pink pearls to 2 of the green butterflies. For the butterfly next to the photo, I did add something different and used a contrasting blue, similar to the tiny blue flowers in the floral paper. You can see that I also tried to add in some cream pearls around my title in the photo. There isn't a ton of embellishment, and I thought maybe the pearls could add a finishing touch, but it just wasn't working. Sometimes less is more, so I'm going to call this one done. Here are the completed close-ups. This is an easy half and half design that shows off pretty paper. This one was all about playing with supplies and having fun with the process. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today. Don't forget to check the description box below for links to the free cut file and a sketch of my completed layout. See you next time.